Hey friends, Kim Fincher here, and today we are going to be making up some canned chicken and broth. So the first step is to get your jars prepared. I've got 12 pint jars here all ready to go, and there's 3 ways you can do that. You can cook them at 200 degrees in the oven to sanitize them. You can put them in the dishwasher, or you can run them in hot soapy water. I did hot soapy water. They're ready to go. Next we're gonna go to the stove, and I have 20 pounds of chicken that I've had defrosted all night, and I have about half of the 20 pounds I'm going to cook to about 2/3 cooked in my crock pot, and I'm going to do these hot, and the other half I'm going to do cold. So that basically means that the hot is going to be 2/3 cooked, and the cold is going to be raw packed. So raw packed and hot packed. So the raw pack, you just cut the meat and put it in the jars, leaving 1-inch space at the top. You don't put any liquid or juice or anything in it. With the hot pack, you're going to put the chicken and put juice in it. So I chose the meat that has all the fat on it, and these are the only one that has bones. So I was actually hoping for more bones so I can make up a bunch of broth. I have like 1 quart of broth right now in the freezer. I didn't pressure can it because I only had a quart of liquid, which might be like 2 jars. So I wanted at least 5 jars of liquid. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting that. For your bone broth, I will do a video on that too. This video, we're just going to focus on canning and processing the chicken. So here's the chicken that I'm about to cut up, and I'm going to put them in these jars, and I think it'll probably be like 5 jars. It's I think 1 to 2 pounds per jar for the cold processing. And here's the pressure canner. So this is going to need to reach a certain PSI, and then it'll cook that long the whole time. I forget if it's like, I think it's 75 minutes. I'm going to link a really good tutorial for you guys, since this is just my first time doing this. I don't know all the terms and all that. This is only my second time to actually use my pressure canner. I have canned ground beef. I also have some videos of me canning for the first time if you want to see those. Kind of funny. And yeah, I will do this chopping and show you each step of the way before I put it in there and when I get it in there, and then after it's been processed and everything. And guys, this is a great way to save money, and it's really good for long-term preservation. Just canning any like one item like chicken or tomato broth or soup or chicken broth or tomato sauce, things like that, is really good to make soup and do individual items, because you can make several different items. Like you could do chicken tacos, you could do chicken spaghetti, you could do chicken soup, chicken and rice, chicken rice and beans, just various things. And this is so much cheaper doing it yourself at home than buying the cans already prepared, already processed, and it's healthier. You get to control what's put in it. So it's all around just a better method. If you can get over the intimidation of this guy, that was my biggest obstacle. And this guy is just sat collecting dust for a long time. I'm not gonna tell you how long. And I had a friend saying she was looking for a pressure canner, and I was like, man, I just started thinking about it, and I really need to. I knew I had a lot of chicken in the freezer. I probably have 30 more pounds of chicken in the freezer. So yeah, this isn't even half of the chicken that I have. But you got to start somewhere, you know, baby steps. Start today. You know, use the time that you have today. Make some progress, you know. You got this. You can do it. Do it afraid, do it scared, do it unsure, just do it. I mean, this channel is me just sticking with it. I don't really, you know, I don't get a lot of views. It's not the highest quality, but I keep sharing. I'm going to keep doing it. And I plan on learning how to be more professional and making the videos and reaching more people, because it's very therapeutic for me. And I want to be able to provide content that's going to encourage, uplift moms, like newer moms. I'm 40, so I think I have something valuable to share with younger moms in their 20s, new time moms, on you know, saving money, saving time, just on raising children, on homeschooling, and yeah, various topics to do with, you know, with being a stay-at-home mom, with being a mom. You know, you don't have to be a stay-at-home mom to even enjoy this channel, because I create content that is valuable for if you're struggling financially, low income, you just want to save some money. So I think there's a wide audience that this content can reach and be of value. So here we go. Okay, so I got 9 pints in there. That's all that would fit. So I have 2 that didn't make it, 1 raw and 1 cooked. So I'm just gonna put these in the fridge and do something else with these. So actually 10 pints fit in this. It's a 23 quart, and I have a weighted gauge. So it said for the weighted gauge and for doing boneless, raw or hot packed, in the pints is going to be 75 minutes at 10 pounds. So the first thing is you put, it said like at least 2 inches or 3 quarts of hot water in for 23 quarts. So I put like 3 inches of water in there, hot water. I put all my jars on the rack, and the heat is on high. And I got it, you want to sit it in the middle as much as possible. And so I think that's about middle. And then you just wait for this to start venting, and that's going to let all the pressure and all the air out. And you do that for 10 minutes. And you make sure that this is closed, sealed. And you have to have your little seal in here. And then after that, I'm going to put my pressure gauge on there. And I'm going to wait for this to rise to 10. And then I start my time of 75 minutes. Okay, it's been 75 minutes, then another 30 minutes for it to set, plus the 10 minutes at the beginning. Nope. It took 15 minutes initially for the heat to go through the vent, and then I had to do that for 10 minutes. So that's 25 minutes plus 75 plus 30 minutes, and now we're here. I don't even know what time it is. It's like 9:30 at night. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. All done. So I lifted up the rack, and so this was 2, 4, 6, 9 jars, and I'm about to let them rest overnight, 8 to 12 hours. Then I am going to take off these lids. I'm supposed to take off this one and put it in my prepper pantry. And then I have this chicken over here, which is ready to go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to debone it, and I'm going to chill it tonight and debone it tomorrow and prepare it tomorrow, since it's so late tonight. And I'm actually under the weather. I have a sore throat and kind of feel sick. So keep me in your prayers. And I will pick this up tomorrow with the second batch. And I'm hoping to get a lot of broth in this with all the bones and stuff, and I'll show you guys how to do can the bone broth also. So today I am doing the other half of the chicken, and I put it in quart jars today. And right now we are letting the pressure cooker steam for 10 minutes. Basically letting that boil, the water in there and everything, pressurize and heat up for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to put the pressure gauge on top of this. That's hot. And I'm going to let this get up to 10 and then adjust my heat and let it, and then set my timer for 75 minutes. So the whole process, I added it up, took about 2.5 hours. So you need a good 3 hours. I'm also going to be canning some broth, which takes like 10 minutes to process. Super simple. I have the deboned chicken in here. I have the bones, and I put onions and garlic and salt. And I'm simmering it on low heat with a little bit of crack right there. So once this is done, I'm going to can up the broth and put that on there, and it's that simple. It's super simple. I wanted to show you guys a book that I invested in. I think it's good to have paper books in case you don't have access to electronics, Wi-Fi. You need to have some good books on hand. This is called The Backyard Homestead. Produce all the food you need on just a 1/4 acre. So I do plan on doing this. I want to start off with chickens and use the chickens for eggs and also for selling. If, you know, there's any mean ones. So we're going to buy our chickens. I might raise the eggs, but I'm not sure. That's kind of more advanced. Start off with just having eggs from the chickens, and then maybe move on to having the eggs to lay, to raise new babies from the chickens. Could sell the eggs, could sell the chickens, and eventually have chicken from the chickens, processing the chickens. Also having a fall garden, something we're gonna be doing. We have the soil, we have an acre of land, so we have plenty of land. It says on just a 1/4 acre. And can you imagine if everybody had their own garden? How amazing that would be. Like if one person, say every 5 families in a community, one person produced tomatoes, and everybody in those 5 families goes to that person. One produces greens, one starches, one vegetables, you know, corn and green beans, peas, broccoli. I mean, that would just be amazing. And we would be so less dependent upon the stores and so much more self-sufficient. Our world would run so much better. So that is it. I hope you guys will like, share, subscribe, and remember, smile each day. Thank God for what you have. Be thankful and do what you can with where you're at. Smile and believe. Be a blessing to those around you. Till next time, this is Kim Fincher. I'm out.